Hello. I have returned. I've not been gone that long. I've been gone a week. Hello. Okay, my mic is actually on. That's amazing. Such a good way to start a stream with some sound. Yep, I'm reporting live from the roof of the Nether because I just went to a hill that I'm currently plundering for rocks. Oh my god, hello Rexnine. You guys both have the same color. The Kettering Wallcat looks cute. Hello, security. I'm glad you like him. We dressed him up as a little treat. Um, so we're currently at the Ratville portal because I had to go get some stone because I'm running low on stone and I've been using that as an excuse to not do anything. Also, I've been playing Blueprints. Um, it's been I was gonna say it's been a busy week. It hasn't. I had a migraine for about 3 out of 7 days, and then I've been playing Blueprints. It has not been a busy week. I've been preoccupied, but that's fine. But we're gonna get some work done. Honestly, I haven't logged into Minecraft since this time last week, which is absolutely bonkers for me. Normally I'm on Minecraft. What? Sorry about that. Normally I'm on Minecraft, frankly, more than is probably like healthy and or normal. But I'm here now. I've just been playing Blueprints. That's the only excuse I have. But I looked back on and I was like, oh, I feel like I've come home. Also, yes, subconscious solidarity because Rexnine has been having some connection issues to the server that I can't fix. Also, I haven't played for a week and I've forgotten half my keybinds. That's shaders. Okay. Oh shit. I've just opened. Stop that. Okay. Don't even worry about that. Yeah, we're back and better than ever. I did not just launch an application instead of testing out my keybinds. I can't remember what my keybind for FreeCam is. I'm sure I'll figure it out. You found a solution? I figured you had. I was very excited. I logged on today and it said there was one user online. And it was Rexnine. I don't know what Frog Wizard is up to. Okay, focus on one topic. Today I want to get walls done. I want to get some work done. I want to get some things done, okay? So we're going to have a fun time. We're going to have a chat. I hope everybody brought a conversation topic. Right, Trollface when? Hello, Octa. I still don't have affiliate. I'm still in the same position I was last week because I've done absolutely nothing to promote my channel over the last week. I'll organize a rat Trollface when I can do emotes. Apparently that's what we're doing. Yeah, so I hope I'm basically going to run this stream like my manager ran our staff meeting this morning and was basically like, I hope everybody got a conversation topic because we're going to chat. So I hope everyone's got things to chat about because we're going to build walls. We got walls to build, baby. They're coming along nicely. But I realized I was getting frustrated. I want to do all the fun little decoration bits about the town. And I can't do that until I know where everything's going to be. Which means I have to do the boring bit, which is just building walls. You can always talk about fish. Fantastic. You're perfect. Amazing. Exactly what I need is someone who is prepared with a conversation topic at all times. So I guess... Oh, okay. Excuse me. Who let you in here? Where did he come from? Surely this is not... I don't know where he came from. He's just moved in. Rip, Skellington, you will not be missed. I have all sorts of tidying up to do around here also. It's all a little bit of a mess, so we're going to build some walls about it. I need to get some dirt so that I can do some steps. I hate scaffolding. I've decided in Java, I despise it. I'm sure we'll end up talking about religion or childhood or something like we usually do. Listen. I've accidentally typecast myself. Also, exciting, I guess. I have set up a Discord. It is still in very early stages. Let me do the quick little thing. So that way I can let you guys know when I am streaming at times that are not my regular time because my schedule is simply Tuesdays and whenever else I feel like it. And as we all know, Twitch notifications are horrible. So I did some very basic setting up on it over the weekend. And I'm also going to try and put all of my like reference and inspiration images onto Discord. I was trying to figure out a way to do that. Like, I didn't know if I needed to set up like a website or something like that. But I think I'm just going to put them all in Discord so you can see what I'm talking about when I'm referencing like historical documents, etc. For anyone who happens to have my specific type of brain and wishes to know all of this. Yep. So that'll be fun. And then also you'll know when the gang is also jumping on to play with me, because that's always fun, but is often quite impromptu. So anyway, that was the whole lot of blurb, with very little direction. What shall I talk about? I've just been playing Blueprints, and I have so many thoughts about it, and I wanted to talk to Garaggle about it, but Garaggle doesn't want me to spoil it in case he's discovered I have discovered things that he hasn't. So I'm suffering a little bit. No one's ever had it harder than me. I can't talk to my friend about the game that I'm playing because I don't want to spoil it for him. But yeah, really enjoying Blueprints. It scratches a very specific part of my brain. So I've been doing a lot of that. And literally nothing else. Like, I wish I had done more. I wish I had more news to convey to the world. But unfortunately, I have simply been trying to finish all my little puzzles. I'll play it soon. I'm obsessed with the concept. It's such a cool concept. Oh my god. Sock mentioned, yeah. Not to name drop or anything. But I have to put up with Garaggle in real life too. Normally I'm not playing the same games as Garaggle because he's boring and won't play Minecraft with me. So I'm very excited to have a topic of conversation. Anyway, look, okay, so we've basically done like the outer bit of all the walls. I'm so happy to be back, okay? I love I forgot what I was gonna say. I love Minecraft. I love this dumbass game. We've got some horses floating about, which we grand for the old, I don't know, stable. That's what I'm looking for. It's true that all Australians know each other. Exactly. That's the only reason why I know Garaggle and Rexneen is because when you become an Australian, I guess if you're born here, that's how I became one. You're forced to meet every Humps. You're in the way. You are forced to meet every single person in the country. And yeah, that's how we got it. They just add you in when you're born. Exactly. Australia is basically a huge group chat that you cannot leave. Can I become an honorary Australian? Of course. I don't know how that would work. You could just start telling people, frankly, that you're an honorary Australian. I think that's fine. I don't know what the laws are around that. I think that's fine. You can do that, right? Our country's even real. Somewhat is the answer to that question. Yes, so I do know several Australians. Oh my god, one of my co-workers is messaging me. Stop it. Oh, fuck. So I have a new manager, I believe. It's my work friend-ish, who recently was just constantly asking for money from me. So that's cool. Love that. I'm totally sure you have the authority to grant the request. Yeah, I think I do as well. Like, I don't know, there used to be an electorate in Western Australia, an electorate, like a region, I guess, before electorates were a thing, that was my family's last name. Not like my direct line family, because we were all stuck in England, but I can't imagine asking a coworker for money. Oh my god. It was ridiculous. It's just like, get a budget better. I shouldn't bitch about coworkers online, but I literally had to drive because we work in the community. So we're always like out and about around the town, seeing people. I literally had to drive out with a jerry can of petrol from my own home, so that this coworker could drive to their next appointment. Anyway, that's enough bitching. Um, Welcome to the rat stream, where I just bitch about my work. I'm kidding. My work is not that bad. It would annoy me so bad. Yeah. Oh my god, it annoyed me so bad. Uh, the old gang, the Rexneen and Garaggle and Frogwizard gang, received several angry Snapchats from me. I only use Snapchat to communicate with the gang, and most of the time it is just Rexneen and I doing what can only be called a podcast of our current angst, pretty much. Current angst and frustration. Video essays, exactly. I don't know if anyone watches them, but it sure is cathartic sometimes to pretend to be talking to people. Podcast is a good word for it. Yeah, exactly. It's a podcast. You know how much you hate when, like, every man and his dog these days is like, I should have a podcast. Imagine that, but it's just your friends and they won't shut up. Yeah, we have essentially a delayed phone call because why would I want to speak to someone in the moment? Revolting. Absolutely not. Yeah, so that's a fun life update from me, I guess, that I just found out and I'm simply choosing not to respond to. Let's have a sleep. I logged onto Minecraft for the first time in a week and was immediately attacked by the flying evil birds, the night birds. What do you call them? The nightmen. I don't know what they're called. Again, I spent about half of last stream trying to figure out what they're called. The nightmen, you know, the night birds, those ones. Right, let's go have a little look around and see what we need to do. Phantoms, that's the word. Yep. Yeah, much easier, much more, yeah. Phantoms. You know the guys, the night birds. Okay. You know what, I'm feeling... We've got the walls up now. I need to extend... This is going to be a little house or something. I don't know. Basically, some of the inspiration for this is from Rockingham Castle in the United Kingdom. Not the Rockingham in Western Australia, very different vibe. But Rockingham Castle is an early Norman castle, which is kind of the vibe I'm going for here. An early Norman castle, and it has a lot of like what were originally servants' quarters and like workers' quarters in the walls of the castle. So that's kind of what I'm going for. When you said evil birds, I immediately thought of magpies. Yes, magpies are evil birds. I know some people really love them and are attached to them. I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of them. I do not trust them. They have knives for beaks. I'm sorry. And they swoop at you. Like, they will attack you. I would never hurt a magpie. But they would certainly hurt me. They sing so nicely. Yeah, okay. They wish to kill me. Do you want me to die? They only attack because people are mean to them. I mean, at this point, I feel like they're kind of making the situation worse. I have never been mean to a magpie other than to say a couple of choice words. In fact, I avoid them at all costs. I am very afraid. Very afraid of magpies. That seems like a lot of stairs. And yet, they still seem to think that they can just attack me, that I'm a free-for-all. Oh my god, have we gone through all of that stone already? We have a baby magpie at my work, and he regularly comes into the classroom till the shit runs off. Ugh. I do love birds. Spends the rest of his time following his mother screaming for food. Oh my god, they're just like humans. I also need to finish, we need to finish this chapel situation. Knee deep in the passenger seat and all that, you know the song. Should also remove this fence. I can't believe I'm already out of most of the stone that I gathered. Ugh, I'm gonna have to actually do work, aren't I? I'm gonna have to go into the mines like Steve himself intended. Yeah, don't know what's happening with Frog Wizard's building here. But it's something. It's certainly something. Okay, what I need to do is I'm doing curtain walls, which basically means they're chunky at the bottom and then they narrow off a little bit. And to achieve that look, I've been doing stone stairs on the top of the wall and then doing a separate wall inwards. Yep, good description there. That's a really... I thought a few days ago, a few weeks ago, I was like, maybe I should do like a tutorial video for some of the things that I've built. And then I failed to describe anything. Nobody knows what Frog Wizard is up to, maybe even Frog Wizard. Oh yeah, Frog Wizard has... I don't know if Frog Wizard has ever known what he's up to, but he seems to be having a better time than all of us, so who am I to judge? All I can hear is Nether Portal. But guys, it's a beautiful day. Our shaders are working. We've got a castle to build. I'm gonna try not to get hugely distracted and disappear off into the ether, like I normally do, and achieve absolutely nothing. Thank God for shaders, right? It just adds a little something. Just a little something. Makes me feel happy. It's like going outside, except not really. Yeah. Who needs to go outside into real nature when you can emulate it in a block game? That's what I've always said. Right, how's our curtain wall looking? Plain. Great, it's a good start. Going outside without having to go inside. That said, I did walk outside because I work from home when I'm not seeing people in the community. And I went outside to check the mail and just stood out on the front lawn and was like, hey, this is actually nice. This is good, actually. Should I do this more often? And the answer to that is a resounding yes. But I kind of surprised myself for a second there when I was like, oh, that's right. Nature's good. Nature is good, actually. Maybe I should spend more time in nature. Let's go have a look. How are things looking? Yep, they're looking. Sure do be a wall. God, I've forgotten how to do this. I take a week off and immediately forget everything. Brain like a plastic sieve. Sieve? Sieve. Sieve. Important questions being asked here today. It's beautiful out there when it's not terrible. Yeah, exactly. The heat, the pollen, other people, which sounds like a very like 2012 YouTuber thing to say, but I do mean there are several people with electric scooters on my street that just buzz around with no shirts on for ages, and I don't love that. I don't know what they're up to. This is gonna be so cool when it's done. I just have to, I'm literally physically forcing myself. I love building on Minecraft. I just hate the slog, you know? Why are so many people messaging me? Oh, it's Rexnane, it's fine, I'll get over it. Oh. Oh. Rexnane is simply messaging our chat saying Frog Wizard mention. Grand. Anyway, how have all of you guys been? I've just been nattering. What's been going on? What's what's cooking? Oh my god. I talk to people for a living. I got sick. Oh, okay. Same. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Thanks for hanging out. Humps. Yeah, that's what I thought. Term 2 has begun. The children are feral. Understandable. Yes. I will soon be returning to the schools. Not all schools. The schools that I do therapy in. And let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to it. Not super keen. Okay, we're faced with an issue. I'm talking about Minecraft again. I'm back on topic. Hill. It's fine. I don't care that much. One child just kept eating paper yesterday. Same. Not recently, but growing up, my mom was quite strict about like food and diet and all of that kind of thing. And she was like, you can't have chewing gum. And for some reason, to my 6-year-old brain, there could be nothing more interesting, more delicious, more beautiful in the entire known world than chewing gum. I assumed it must be good, right? It's not allowed. And so I convinced myself that I would just fold paper into the shape of the little chewing gum pellets that you can get. And I just chomped them down and told myself it was the same thing. Yep. Probably, yeah. I was also forbidden and craved it desperately. Yeah, something about chewing gum to me as a child was like, this is the best, this must be the best thing. The forbidden, delicious, forbidden, chewy, disgusting gum. Hello, Frog, how you doing? Oh, very cool emoji. Emoji situation. Oh, I'm gonna allow fuck you. I ate paper because people told me not to. I was like, okay, fuck you. Yes, I think that definitely played into it when mum was like, don't eat paper. Why would you eat paper? Something in my little dumb brain was like, I've really showed her. I've really pulled a fast one there. Oops. Yes. Okay, so we all just ate paper. Is this a normal child thing or is this a neurodivergent child thing? Frog Wizard, did you eat paper? It's a little treat sometimes. Children are often fueled by spite. I'm still fueled by spite, like to a fault. I'm gonna eat some carrots. 90% of what I do is fueled by spite. Like, even my mental health, the fact that I like look after my mental health to a degree now and take my medication, it's out of spite. I got people to piss off, actually. Yeah, Frog Wizard. Okay, Frog Wizard also ate paper. We're all big fans of chomping on some paper here. The problem with working in a school is I struggle to tell children off for doing dumb shit because of my intense dislike of hypocrisy. I know, but like also, I feel like there's hypocrisy. Like if I tell children, I'm very honest with my clients, particularly children, when I'm like, listen, bud, I too like Minecraft. I'm cool, like a cool youth pastor. But so I'm very honest with like, I struggle to focus sometimes. Sometimes all I can think about is fucking blueprints, not fucking blueprints, Jesus Christ. All I can think about is playing this cool fun game I found, Go Away Sir, Blueprints. And it makes my life challenging. Because I have actual things to do, you know? And so I'm like, listen, it's a struggle. I feel you, I hear you, I get it. Like, it's hard to do things. I forgot where I was going with this. Basically, don't eat paper. I don't think eating paper made me a better person. I don't think it helped me in my life. No, not youth pastor. Like, youth pastor. You know, like spin around on my chair and put my hat backwards and tell you not to have sex ever. I used to eat sand purely because I liked the strange crunch. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think because sand for me was such a viscerally like horrific sensation. Okay, then the wall go in one. I grew up in the country, so like we would get fresh fruit and vegetables, and often there would be dirt or sand in it, and I hated it. Yeah, I abhorred the strange crunch, but I do get it. I do get it. Like sometimes I would just chomp on pistachio shells. Why am I saying this on the internet? I don't need to publicize this. But you know, sometimes you're a child. Sometimes you're a child and there's sand what needs to be chomped. Not sand, but like something crunchy that's forbidden. Oh, I fucked that. Doing that wrong in it. That needs to go up a level. Oh, God. Why did they put maths in Minecraft? And by that I mean I have to do some basic counting, and it frustrates me. My parents used to set me up with a boundary to keep sound out because they love the beach, but it would scream murder if sand touched me. I'm just like, I don't mind sand on the beach. I don't want sand in my food or my mouth or my hair. I love the idea of little Rexnine in her little sand cabin. Sand, I don't know, sand-free zone. No, I was alright with... That is such a good texture for me until I no longer want it on my skin, and then it's pure hell. Yes, yep. Like, we had sand... Actually, I didn't mind sand on the beach, but in, like, we'd had sand pits as kids, and, you know, you go play in the sand pit for hours when you're a kid, because what else are you gonna do? Like, life's pretty chill at that point. And so I'd be playing in the sand, and then suddenly the weird feeling in my hand would hit, and I'd be like, oh, this is awful. I don't like this. No, thank you. And then sandpit time was ruined. And then the cat would shit in it, and that was somehow less concerning. I got over it by 10 years old because I love swimming, but toddler me found no joy at the beach. I have such a beautiful, perfect visual image of this experience right now. No sand. I'm going to ruin the family holiday. Honestly, me. Because of my irrational dislike of something. How many tall did I make them? Yeah, to be fair, I didn't go... I think I went to the beach a lot as a baby because my parents lived near the beach. I learned to swim in a natural pool. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a big old hole in the ground. Like, think of a big hole in the ground and think a bit bigger, like a lot bigger. Maybe it would be considered a billabong? I don't know. It was called a pool. It was very different to the pools that my friends learned to swim in. 1, 2, oh, I need slabs. We need some slabs, baby. It's slab time. You could not see the bottom. Couldn't see the bottom. Filled with natural wildlife, including yabbies. We've spoken about my fear of yabbies on stream before. Which is an absolute insane sentence to be publicizing to the internet. But yeah, and apparently at like 3 years old with my little floaties on, I was like, yep, I'm good. I'm gonna jump off the jetty that is like 2 meters above the water. And that's how I'm going to swim now. I don't know where that courage went because now I'm afraid of pretty much everything. But apparently at like 3 years old, I was like, yep, cool. This dark, huge hole in the ground, what is full of water and has like so many leaves floating in it. This is where I wish to be at all times, and you will have to rip me, like tear me from the water crying and screaming as if everyone I love has just died. I'm trying to construct my own cherry tree and my bees are driving me insane. Yabbies are not okay. They're not. There's something about a yabby. What do you want with me, sir? Leave me alone. Dark water pit. We love the dark water pit. It's actually beautiful. Every time the gang comes down to my hometown, I'm always like, oh, we should go to the pool. And then I don't say that, but I think that, and then we never do because we never have time. Yabby, more like yummy, am I right, fellas? Womp womp. Also, Rexnine mentioned building, and now I'm going to go visit Rexnine. I was practically semi-aquatic as a child. If you put me in water, you were not getting me back for at least 4 hours. Same. Like, my parents talk about it all the, like, they took me to this dumbass, it's a beautiful piece of nature. Beautiful natural pool. And it's cold. Like, it's, even in summer, the top layer is warm, but it's cold. And they were like, this child won't leave. And then one day, something in me changed, and by that I mean, like, all of a sudden, my ability to regulate temperature disappeared. And my thing doesn't work. I literally just, like, pushed forward off my chair to try and make the minecart go. Yeah, and now I will jump in there. I'll go for a quick swim, and then I'm immediately freezing cold. God, I was just so much happier at about 3 years old. Honestly, I peaked at 3. Rexnine is... Let me in! Sorry. Just lost the plot a little bit there. Rexnine is telling the mermaid story. The fact that... Well, frankly, the fact that, like, none of us died as children is a huge surprise. I never tied my legs together to be a mermaid. But I did spend a lot of time... Our neighbors in one of the houses we lived in when I was probably like 12 had a pool. And sometimes we would go over, me and all my siblings, to go and play in the pool, and we'd all play in the pool, and then about 3 hours later, everyone else was bored of the pool and wanted to go play, like, video game. Kids these days, you know how it is. And I would simply spend hours just pretending to be a little mermaid in the pool, all alone, for hours, till my skin turned into little prunes. Single-handedly, idly reversing evolution by refusing to leave the ocean. Honestly, we should have just stayed. Things would be so much better if we never left the ocean. And you can quote me on that. Gotta commit to the story. I was also a child that was, like, weirdly obsessed to having realistic storylines in my pretend play, as it were, to the point that when I lost my first front tooth, I was like, well, can't play any games where I'm a grown-up anymore because grown-ups aren't missing their front teeth. Huh? Did I think, holy shit, Rexnine! Did I think that was the... Huh. Guess I'll die. This is so good. What the fuck? She's gone custom tree mode. Oh my god. This is so pretty. Huh. Me and my big old grey walls. It looks way better. Oh my god. Someone is calling me and I wish they'd not. Holy shit. Yeah, the shaders make a big old difference. The frames aren't great, but I think that's because you got a lot of little guys jumping about. Oh, and item frames also. I don't love it yet. It's so nice. Oh my god. Fuck off. Respectfully. Huh? It's so pretty. I can understand why the bees are being a problem also. Bees do be like that. This is so nice. It's so pretty. I'm kind of glad you haven't been able to connect to Minecraft as often as you'd want to. Making me feel bad. New storage shed. I do love the storage shed. Very nice. I see that you also use excessive item frames, which for some reason my shader pack hates, but they can tear them away from me when I'm dead, which will never happen. As we all know, I can't die. It's impossible. That's all you've managed. I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see. That's all you've managed was being disconnected every 3 minutes. I'm afraid that if we gave Rexneen unfettered access to Minecraft, she would simply rebuild the game. Right, now that I feel not bad about my building, but like, I want mine to be prettier. So that's why we need to do the commitment. This is me talking to myself right now. We have to commit. Hello, Nether Cow. How are you doing, bud? Cool. Ignore me then. Fuck. Where did my railroad tracks go? This is why I need to do all the boring wall building so we can start making shit look pretty. Okay, there we go. I need to finish this railway also. Big fan of the bots. Yeah, little casual rebound. Huh? Casual rebound. What? I'm confused. What happened? I'm confused. What did I say? Did I say something? Who knows, honestly? Everything that comes out of my mouth is a surprise to me. Right. This little rail system. I need to finish the rail system. Need to finish the rail system because it's currently a nightmare. I'm a little gobsmacked, honestly, by Rexneen's cherry tree. I don't know what to say anymore. Lovely, delicious glass of wine also. Also, Rexneen, whilst I've got you on the line, as it were, we need to plan a time to go dragon hunting because I would like an elytra so very much. Everyone say hi to the ghasts. Under the roof. But hey, at least my roof portal looks better for now. Right, let's get back to building my thing. We need more ender ice to throw about and find a stronghold. It's true. Or we simply chunk base it. Because okay, this is how I feel. It's how I'm playing Blueprints as well. Where Blueprints has like so many clues and shit around, and sometimes you miss it, or sometimes I can't read my own notes. So I've got to the point where I'm like, I will look up a hint if I know that I've seen it somewhere and I just failed to document it correctly. Also, turns out trying to write down ciphers when you're dyslexic and can't spell for shit is bad. And I feel that way about Minecraft to a degree as well, where I'm like, I've done the thing where I've searched high and low with Eyes of Ender for a stronghold. I know how that works. And I would like to just... I'm just not interested in toiling for fun anymore, you know? I put the work in before. Surely that should count forever. Unless everyone wants to watch me roam around the countryside chucking eyeballs about. Frankly, I don't want to see that because I think it would break me as a person. Yep. I need to keep a running list of things that will break me as a person. Things that I've said on stream will break me as a person because there's a lot. Alternatively, I'm making Elden Ring harder for myself in second playthrough because I love suffering. True. See, that's the thing where I'm like, with Blueprints, I am trying to solve as much as I can by myself. When there's like anagrams and wordplay, I'm simply not even trying because I know my capacities in terms of reading and it's bad. And I simply don't want to spend hours trying to figure something out and then doing it wrong. But I am pushing myself to figure out as much as I possibly can. But also I need my life back. I need to not be so completely encapsulated by this game that I can think of nothing else. Okay, I like my castle again. Oh, folks, we've got so much texturing work to do. Why do I do this to myself? But yes, Ender Dragon adventure pending. We just got to figure out a time. I need to 100% blueprint so I can finally be free. But then the things that I've seen on like Reddit, etc., when I'm looking for information, people are like, have I finished the game or is there more? So I am worried that the game will never be done. You might need to come over for it because my internet is not trustworthy. Hopefully the internet situation will be fixed soon also, but that is also something that we could facilitate. All right, thank you for hanging out. See you, Rexnine. Tell your wife I say hi. Everyone say bye, Rexnine. Bye, Rexnine. That was the rat army. What am I talking about? Who fucking knows at this point? Why am I back? Okay. We've got to finish these turrets. Hell yeah, turret time. That's what I always say. When it's time for turrets, it's turret time. Yes, we love the turrets. Great for hiding behind when people are shooting at you with catapults, etc. Which hasn't, like, fuck all, hasn't occurred as yet, but I'm concerned that it may at some point in the future. Who knows? There's a sheep in that hole. How you doing, bud? Did you make a bad choice? Hey, hello, Uma. How are you? The sheep has made a bad decision and now he lives in that hole. Well, we are currently working on putting together more walls so that I can do the fun bit of the build, which is make it look pretty. How am I? I'm doing well. I'm just plodding along. Trying to force myself to do the more boring bit of Minecraft. It's actually not that boring, and I do like building, but I'm trying to force myself to focus on a single thing. Including, but not limited to, getting some goddamn walls done. And then we can make it look pretty. Essentially, I went to Rexnine's base, which Rexnine is very good at, well, good at Minecraft in general, but is very good at making things look pretty whilst they're being built. I'm more of a get the ugly basic shapes down. And then I can make it look pretty, which sometimes can burn me out a little bit. So we're trying to find a balance here. Oh, I'm glad you like my builds. I'm doing my best. I am trying with the scale of things. I find often when I try and do a big build in Minecraft, I'm like, this is huge. And then I actually finish building it. I'm like, oh, it's actually not that big. So every time I'm trying to build something big, as it were, in Minecraft, I'm trying to take a step back and be like, no, make it bigger. Make it bigger. That's my goal. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love my castle. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I want to start landscaping and making it pretty and like all the storytelling elements of it. But that also means I need to just like sit down and get some walls up. Get the meat of the castle done, as it were, and then we can work on making it look a little bit prettier when we know where everything's gonna go. Okay, we have some turrets. We've got to go do turrets on the other side. I don't know why I'm pronouncing it like that. It's just the thing I'm doing at this point, I guess. Meat castle, exactly. Welcome to the... No, I don't like that bit, actually. Why would... I'm vegetarian. I don't know what I'm talking about. Is that a phrase that other people use? The meat of a, like... Oh, have I fucked that up? I think I fucked that up. Have I? Sorry, I'm just doing some Minecraft maths. Okay, you have heard that before. I'm like, is this something? Because sometimes I think that there's things that people say, and then I say it, and I'm told in no uncertain terms that that is not a not a turn of phrase. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. Okay. Perspective has got me again. No, I haven't done it wrong. Oh my god. I know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting nerfed quite effectively by my own design at this point. I've simply forgotten what I was doing. I'm getting confused. I'm becoming disoriented by something I have solely designed myself. Okay, so we need to do along here. So the turrets kind of lean over a little bit. Oh, okay. You can go. Excuse me. You don't belong here. We also need to do something with this wall because it's looking a little... Well, it's looking a little boring. It's a little flat. Hello, Graggle. Can I follow you on Instagram? I don't follow people on Instagram at the minute that I don't know in real life, unfortunately, but thank you. Yeah. Here or Discord is probably the best place to connect. That said, I also work full time, so Twitch is only a very small part of my life. How are we doing, Graggle? We're building a castle, trying to force myself to trying to force myself to do the boring building parts so that we can then make it pretty. Currently I'm just annoyed that Minecraft is eating into my blueprints time, but I also love playing Minecraft and talking to everyone, so it's a hard life when I can't do. I wish I didn't have a job so I could just play blueprints all day. That's where I'm at currently. No worries. Hang on, look, I have a Discord now also. Is Umar real? I don't know. Is Umar real? Is anyone real? Yeah, exactly. Security gets it. Are any of us real or are we all... Yeah, Umar's hung out in a couple of streams actually, so... Oh my god, why is... Yeah, I'm real. See? Garaggle's just being a hater. Don't worry about him. Graggle, look at what Josh's frog wizard is building. Graggle joins my hat. Why can't I talk? Graggle joins my chat to simply be a hater. No one's a bigger hater than Graggle. I kid. He's only sometimes a hater. Anyways, I'm quite discombobulated now. We've been talking about, is anyone even real? Is anything real? I wish I didn't have a job so I could play blueprints all the time. Security, we need a fish fact. I'm losing the plot. Graggle allegedly has no hatred in his heart. It's stored in his lungs or something, yeah. Stored in those fluffy sock lungs. The sock lungs are just two smaller socks. Trust me. I'm a sockter. It's stored in everywhere except my heart. Oh, I know. This is thrilling. I know this is probably not like my best streaming content, but I need to do it. I have to do the building. I have to build things. Maybe Garaggle's a bot. Have we considered this? Oops, okay. I fucked up. It's fixable. I'm also gonna sleep because I am afraid of the flying evil men. Fish fact. Deep sea anglerfish are not naturally bioluminescent. They attract bioluminescent bacteria to store in their lures. Hell yeah! I'm glad to know that. I love anglerfish. Anglerfish are one of those things, there's several things in my life, many things in my life, that I adore and think are super cool but know nothing about. And anglerfish definitely fall into that category. Big fan of anglerfish. Excuse me? Who let you in, sir? Certainly not me. Love anglerfish. Know next to nothing about them. I just think they're neat, you know? I just think they're neat. Same with, like, I love snakes. I love reptiles. Know nothing about them. Big fan. If anything, I think there should be more snakes in the world. Welcome to the Rat Baby channel for all the hot takes. They're so small. I always forget how small anglerfish are. Wait, are they little? They don't look like little guys. Anglerfish look chunky. How small are anglerfish? This is an important learning moment for me. Because if they're small, I love them even more. God, imagine, like, having a headlight built in, which is allegedly, which is apparently fueled by, like, bacteria. But imagine just having a headlight. Imagine if you lived in a cave for thousands of generations and people started growing with headlights. Certainly a thought. You don't have to imagine. Where is the secret headlight? Graggle? Where is the sock simply covering the headlight? Because I imagine it would get annoying. Like, at some point you want to sleep. And the headlight would become a problem in that instance. God, I love thinking about the deep sea. There's, like, volcanoes down there. That's so cool. I bet the water's nice and warm. Female black sea devil anglerfish are like 18 centimeters. Okay. So a bit bigger than a ruler. Wait. My ruler is in my room. Because I was ruling lines whilst playing Blueprints. Bigger than okay, so anglerfish is actually bigger than I was picturing, I think. If 18 centimeters. Yeah. Oh, they're big! Did I fix my PNG speaking lining up? My PNG speaking is always lining up. What are you talking about? I've never had a single tech issue in my life. I think it lines up. Sometimes lag happens. I mucked around with a bunch of settings. Did it fix things? I don't know. Excuse me, sir. I nearly fell on him. Fuck off. Yeah, that's why I built a wall, bitch. Sorry, I hate creepers. Males are also super tiny, like 3 centimeters. What? Sorry. Female anglerfish are 18 centimeters. And the males are 3 centimeters? Why did Homo sapiens get shit so wrong? What? Oh, that's so cute. I could... What? Oh, yeah. Where did we go wrong, evolutionarily? Spider, what do you want? Go home, it's daytime. Oh, this is joyous news. Thank you for fish facts. This has been absolute highlight of my day. Get a hobby. Fuck off. Not a fan of creepers, I don't know if you can tell, but they piss me off a little bit, actually. I think they're dumb and ugly. They're so fluorescent, and what's that about? The spiders I'm not fond of either, because they're too big. I heard hissing. Male anglerfish are tiny and cannot survive without literally fusing with a female. What the? Nature's so wild. Do you ever have moments where, like, sometimes I think about human beings and I'm like, God, what a weird combination of, like, what a weird shape people are. And we're just like, oh, yeah, this is normal. And it's not. It's super weird. Humans are weird shapes. And I don't know how to explain. Sometimes I just have this visceral, like, oh my God, everything is odd. And we're just cool with it. Like, we only think humans don't look weird because that's what we think humans, is what we know humans to look like. And I know I'm not explaining that well, but I just think about that sometimes. I've forgotten what I was doing. I've become distracted. Like, imagine if everyone had 8 legs and that was just normal. It's a cool thought, rat baby. Great, what if humans had 8 legs? Okay, what if they did? Our babies take forever to become independent compared to some other animals. Yeah, human babies are little shits. Like, human babies, so weak and dumb, actually. And, like, I don't mean that on a personal level. I don't know every baby. But, like, useless. Horses can walk within hours of being born. Humans are like, I'm going to take about a year or more about it. So good luck running away. I'd like to have 8 legs. I feel like having 8 legs would get expensive on a shoe front. Unless you could, like... Oh, for fuck's sake, sir. In my own home. Got him. Another successful day defending my kingdom. They don't call me Rat Baby the Defender of Realms for nothing. Why does that wall look higher? What have I done wrong? Why is my own design confusing me beyond anything? Human babies are so vulnerable. Yeah, like, you have a soft spot in the middle of your head that goes right to your brain. You know, the thing that makes everything in your body run. Grow up, honestly. Be better. Delicious sip of wine to fuel my ranting about how dumb babies are, apparently. Babies, you should be better. Do better. Okay. Back on topic. I'm gonna put stables in somewhere. I was thinking here, but then is that going to be big enough for stable? How big do we want stable? And I've lost my printout of the reference image that I have. It's somewhere. Nope, that's a periodic table of the elements. Where is my printout? I organized my desk and I've put things away in places and I don't know where they are. That's a board game about emotions. Again, not what I'm looking for. Why did I put the piece of paper what I need? Okay, cool. My reference image has disappeared. Cool. Big stable would take up most of the kingdom for the horse stable. Well, I'm thinking maybe we do a bit of a smaller stable here. And because this... Sorry if you can hear the sirens outside. I should probably get up and shut the door. Maybe I'll shut the door now because it's dark outside. Bear with. Trying to get some fresh air in the old house. Everyone say hi to the sirens. Okay, I've shut the door. Exactly like that. I think that just sounded like a confused ghost, but you know, I do my best with impressions and often it's not good enough. What I was talking about now? That's fine. Oh, yes. So, through here, and I'm going to need to even out the ground a little bit, is going to be like a gate. Horse come through gate. Some horse live here. But not all horse. Because eventually we're going to build like a village, a kingdom, everything else surrounding this situation. This is the very beginning of my elaborate kingdom, to be very clear. So I think we need to do a stable here. I'm also kind of thinking, I think I want to get rid of the rest of these, most of these houses. I wanted to incorporate them a little more into the general vibe, but I just don't think it's working. I think we say goodbye to most of the houses, except of course the frog home. I don't know what the frog is trying to achieve, but the frog home can remain. Obviously, the frog home is an intrinsic, important part of the castle community. But I think I'm going to get rid of these houses. I think I've had enough of them. I think they've served their purpose. He's going to achieve something. He certainly is something. I'm sure something will occur. It generally does when Frog Wizard is about. Something occurs. Anything could occur. But at what cost? My sanity. Right, let's have a quick sleep. We'll go into the lag den, which is now what I refer to the the storage unit as, is now the lag den. Do I have an axe? I have so many axes. Right, let's go and remove these houses because I feel like that will give me a better vision. I should also probably get rid of all the random. I have so many different bits and pieces. I've got like a netherwort farm, a netherwort plot here, which I need to move, but I need to figure out where I'm going to put it. Oh my god, we can do like a vegetable garden. Oh my god, why do I have so many enchanted swords? Because of the boy pit, baby. Because of the boy pit. Swords are on sale every day in the boy pit. And sometimes I get carried away and purchase too many sword. So I save them for later in the sword box. That's why I have so many axes also, because I had to trade to get the nicer tools. I had to buy a lot of cheap tools, essentially, to begin with. There we go. We got there. We got there. Okay. I've already removed the first diamond from here. There's nothing in that chest. Great. Free chest. Free glass that somehow has survived Rob Wizard's machinations. Thank you. Okay, let's remove this from the top down. I think this will help. I think this will help with the vision. I say as if I have any actual vision and I'm not simply just putting castles about. The boy pit where the boys live. Exactly. And now I have lots of cheap sword from the boys. So thanks, boys. Big shout out to the boys in the boy pit. Big fan of your dealings. Because I trapped you in there and made you work for me, but, like, good job on that. Yeah, I feel like what I was trying to say earlier was initially I wanted to try and keep all of the little villager houses in here, but then all the villagers got, like, ate by zombies, etc. So there's not really any villagers living in the little houses, and I'm simply going to remove them, I think. And then we'll have lots of fun space for activities. Hell yeah, free activity space coming up. The boy pit sounds like a punk boy band. Or a punk girl band. I feel like a punk girl band would have called themselves the boy pit. Should I start a band? I have no musical talent. I think it'd just be neat. I've been getting back into... I've been on a bit of a... I do a monthly... Learn how to start a sentence. Oh my god. Every month I do like a new playlist that is basically a mishmash of everything that I'm currently listening to. Ranging from some of my favorite like 80s bands to gospel, lots of Irish folk music, and whatever else happens to be in my head. And recently I've had a yearning for the pop punk I listened to in high school. Been listening to a lot of Simple Plan recently. Been on a real Green Day kick again. Green Day was like my introduction to quote unquote punk music when I was in year 7. And oh my god, like, it's just good, okay? It's a shame, like, so many of the bands I used to listen to were just, like, horrible people. But no, still big fan of the music of Simple Plan, particularly. And Green Day. Big fan of Green Day. They just keep getting cooler, I think. A girl band called The Boy Pit is actually so sick. Yeah, right? They could have, like, a peach pit? I don't know. I don't know how to do branding, but there's there's something about it, you know? Let me just remove all of this. Good day. What a fun stream. I'm simply just hacking things to bits. Sorry, sometimes I hear a noise and my brain immediately is like, you should make that noise with your own human mouth. It's not quite echolalia. Echolalia? Yeah, I don't know. I saw a post where someone said Gorillaz was too angry as a punk band, and I was like, what are you talking? Yeah, I don't listen to Gorillaz, but I know they're not punk, and also they're too angry. Do they know what punk is? It's like, because at Coachella, Green Day played, which is like arguably not super punk, but also I simply don't care. I love Green Day. Fuck you. Not anyone in particular, but like, I love Green Day. And people, of course, were complaining about bands have gone so woke these days. Old Green Day would never. I'm like, you do know what punk is about, bud? What do you mean punk's gone woke? Punk has always been woke. That's like the whole thing. They said they can listen to Green Day but not Gorillaz, and I think my brain shut down for a second. I love Green Day. I don't listen to Gorillaz. I'm sorry to all the Gorillaz lovers out there, but I simply just don't listen to them. I have not listened to enough to make an opinion. Punk is about being right. That's the whole thing, and people like, can't believe Green Day would behave this way. Why would, like, have you listened to American Idiot? Have you listened to... Stop being lame. I love punk. I wish I was more punk, but unfortunately I was not racist. I'm a bit punk, but I can't, like, commit fully to the punk. Sometimes I wear pearls, and that's not very punky. But, like, spiritually, I'm punk. Sometimes I'm a bit posh about it, though. I love when people listen to punk music and do not think about the lyrics because they're so surprised when the band is political. Yeah! Like, but what did you want to get out of this? What were you expecting? I saw a post or something on Instagram, like a comment on Instagram a few months ago. Someone had posted like a song that they'd written. And someone commented underneath. I've seen a couple of other people comment it since, saying like, you know, shit's getting bad in the world when the music starts getting good again. And oh my god, it's so true. We have some great music, some great young artists. I've been really into Vienna recently. Incredibly cool. Highly recommend. Listen, the world is going to shit, but we've got good music about it. So at least there's that, I guess. Gotta take what we can get, I suppose. But yeah, highly recommend Vienna. Who else have I been listening to recently? Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Chumbawamba. Oh my god, I've made this house the ugliest thing in the entire world. I've, oh my god. That's hideous. What have I done? Piano Piano's really good. I've been listening, yeah. It's very, yeah, it's a little, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like him. Let's remove him. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Chumbawamba because they released in the 80s or early 90s. That song was like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. That one, you know the one. And oh my god, there's a reason they only ever had one like popular hit. They're very punk without being like, without sounding punk. So Chumbawamba's big fun. Big fun. Jesus Christ. Chumbawamba's good. Big fan of Chumbawamba. Every 3 months or so, I have a real cranberries phase where I get really into the cranberries again. Back in my cranberries era. I was listening the other day to the acoustic version of Dreams, and I think I died a little bit. It was so good. And because I used to be a dancer, I did pre-professional ballet and competitive Irish dance all through high school. So I hear a piece of music that I really like. I'm like, I should choreograph a dance to this. I'm not good at choreography. There we go, said it. Because I am someone who can't come up with anything until it's like panic-inducing time. So every choreography project I've done, I've generally choreographed solos. But every time I've done them, I've been like minutes from the deadline, and then I'm like, I've got something, guys. So nightmare in terms of being someone who does choreography. But every time I listen to a piece of music that I like, I'm like, I could do something so cool with this. And then I don't, because I haven't danced properly other than I haven't regularly been to ballet since about 2018. You also did competitive dance? Oh my god. Why are we the same person? I did ballet, modern and all of that comes along with it. And then I also did competitive Irish dance for a few years, which I loved. And I've been getting well back into Irish dance again, which I didn't expect. Like, I just decided at the beginning of the year I needed to get back into... Hello, Henry. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I decided at the beginning of the year, I was like, I need to get back into fitness. And towards the end of last year, I did try to go back to ballet, but even at like I went to a beginner's class essentially, which is designed for people with like no ballet experience. But I was like, I can't go back to like high level at all. I'm not fit enough. I'm so out of practice. And even that was really difficult because I just have never got my fitness back since my surgery a couple years ago. So I was like, why don't I try out Ceilidh dancing, which is like Irish dancing. What would you call it? Like group dancing. A Ceilidh is like a celebration kind of thing in the Irish community, like a party or whatever. So it's like, you know, in Bridgerton where everyone knows the same dancers. That's kind of what Ceilidh dancing is. Everyone knows the steps or knows the components of the dance. So I was like, cool. And I found at the Irish club near me that they were doing Ceilidh dancing once a week. Ceilidh and Seanos, which is old style Irish dancing. So now I go for an hour and a half every week. I go and do Ceilidh dancing and Seanos and set dancing. Which has been so good. It's a lot more chill than like the ballet classes I was going to, which is nice. It's kind of like, it's just very friendly, and then we all have a drink at the bar because we're all Irish, so of course we do. So that's been really fun. I've been doing Ceilidh dancing. Yeah, ballet's not chill. like even the beginner classes I went to, I was okay. I did fine when I went back and like, because I retired from pre-professional ballet in 2014. And then I went back in like 2016 for a couple of years just as like recreational classes, I guess, for want of a better word. And that was fine because I still had all of my fitness, or a lot of my fitness and strength that I'd had previously. But then I went back last year and it was so hard, even at a low level class, whereas Kaylee dancing is so much more chill. I've had such a good time. I've loved it. And I've made friends with people. Like the other week, one of the girls that I dance with, messaged me and she was like, hey, we're going out for drinks before class today. Do you want to stop by? Like, do you want to come and hang out with us? And she's been inviting me to things. I'm like, this is so nice. I have friends. But yeah, ballet it's very hard, in my experience, to do ballet in a chill way. And it's very hard for me as well to do ballet in a chill way. I had to keep reminding myself when I went back last year that I'm like, this is just for like fitness and for fun because you enjoy dancing. But there's little ballet goblin in my brain being like, you should be doing this 4 days a week. You should be dancing to the point of injury. And then the wise brain, the wise mind part of me is all like, chill. This is not, stop taking it seriously. Have a fun time about it. I'm like, but imagine how much better I would be if I was practicing every day. Does anyone actually do ballet for fun? I see ballet, I don't know, because it's the same with when I was doing like competitive Irish dancing as well. Competitive is very different to Kaylee dancing and Chenos dancing. Where I'm like, I would come out of classes on a Saturday. So I was at school 5 days a week. I was at ballet and athletics training the rest of the week after school. And I would come out of a class where me and my friends were getting yelled at by our teacher because we're competitors. We're on the competitive team. There was standard. You worked extremely hard. And I would come out of that, like, after literally crying because the teacher had been screaming at me. And then I'd finish class and be like, what a good day. What was that about? Why was I like that? Why are ballerinas the way that they are? It's like you spend hours in class getting told everything that's wrong with you. And I had pretty decent, like, I had good teachers as well. There's some considerably worse teachers. But when you're at a pre-professional level, or if you're at like on a competitive team or something like that, there's like an expectation. And you expect to, like, they work you like it's your career. And I'm like, I am 14 years old. Competitive ballet instructors are so good at making you feel like shit forever. Yeah. And I got lucky. Like, my dance teachers were generally pretty good. I didn't really have any that made me shit. Like, I know there was some in some people's experiences where it was very like appearance focused, and quite like toxic from that perspective. All of my teachers were really great on that front, but there was this expectation that, like, if you're in the competitive team, if you're on the pre-professional program, you will work like it's your job. Like, your parents are paying so much for you to be here, but you're gonna work for it. Like, you can't slack off. But I loved it. And now my youngest sister, Chick, is also on the, like, pre-professional ballet, kind of route, I guess, for want of a better word. How did that end up in there? Free bone block. And she loves it. And I get it. Oh yeah, I was kicked out of ballet class because I was over the weight limit. I was maybe 10 years old. Oh my God. Like, and I know that I was so fortunate that I never had that experience, but that's so common in ballet. It's insane. Like, this is a child. And I feel like people that didn't do competitive dance, and I imagine like higher level, like, competitive sport, like, this was our fun. This was our fun after school activity. And for the most part, I loved it. I just realized there's more lava up there. I need more bucket. That's absolutely insane. I did jazz, hip hop, tap, and contemporary, and had so much fun when I was competing. Jazz is so fun. I started jazz and ballet when I was about 3 or 4, and jazz was just so much fun. Oh, maybe I should go back to jazz. I do miss performing. I will always be a little bit of a performer. I love being on stage. Jazz is so fun. Like, honestly, going back as an adult, I wish I was someone who did not take everything so deadly seriously. I would have loved to go back to ballet, and I know there was not the same pressure on me that there was as a teenager, but my brain is like, you need to be taking this seriously. This is your career. I'm like, it's not my career. It is not even close to my career. I am 28 years old. Okay, we've removed the lava. We're not going to accidentally pour lava all over ourselves. We're learning. Hello, Circuit. How are you doing, my friend? When people put constant pressure on you, you start to put pressure on yourself instinctively. Yeah, and I think some of it is a personality thing as well. It was like the perfect storm. Like, I knew girls that I danced with that were like, were on the competitive team, and they're like, why am I putting myself through this? I'm just here for a good time. And I was like, what do you mean? This is not your everything. What do you mean you're not like willing to die for this after school activity? It's good to see you, Circuit. Yeah, I know I stream because I was working on doing like a little graphic for Discord of like my stream time and converting West Australian time to like American time zones, and I was like, oh holy shit, this starts at like 5 a.m. But also I have a job, and I simply stream when I can, and I have a good time every single time. Yeah, Grackle showed me a little PNG tuber thing the other day, Circuit. It's very cute. PNG tubing. PNG tubing, what a weird sentence. It's so fun. Love making little characters. What a good time. You're starting streaming today? Oh my god! All the best. I will try and jump on if I'm available. If it is not midnight o'clock in Australia. That's the thing, there's so many, like, I love jumping into other people's streams, but because I'm in Australia, it's always at like a bad time. It's like 6 a.m. Okay, I will probably be asleep, but I'm there in spirit. See, this is like the frustrating thing. I feel like Mr. Moth always starts streaming just as I am like going to bed and turning like my phone off. Goddamn time zones. I wish the earth was flat and everyone was alive at the same time. Yeah, that's what I meant. Awake at the same time. 6 p.m. Yeah, see, I start at like 5:30 my time. Basically on a Tuesday I finish work and then I jump on stream for a little bit. Oops. I forgot to name baby villager little shit. I did that and then the villager got ate. Build early medieval castle. We're working on that. This was my to-do list that I forgot about. Fill holes in town. We did that. Resource mining, we've done that. And we've done the storage barn. Whole thing. I love security that you're awake for my stream that starts at what, like 5 o'clock your time, 5 a.m. but at 3 p.m. you're like, yeah, I'll probably be asleep at that time. Such a mood. We had a whole bunch of long weekends. Obviously we had Easter, so we had Good Friday, and then we had Monday off as a bank holiday as well. And then we had the following. Bitch. Get got. So we had a whole bunch of basically public holidays, and then the next week we had Anzac Day, which is our like Veterans Day type thing. And I had to force myself to be like, you need to take your medication at the same time you normally do. Because otherwise you will turn nocturnal again, and that's going to fuck up the whole rest of your life. 2:30 a.m.? Oh my god, security! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. Oh my lord. Yeah, I need to figure out the best times to stream for people that I can also do. Because like Garaggle's streams at like starts at 9 a.m. our time, which is pretty good for people in the States, I think. Or alright for people in the States, but I'm working. I'm doing my job during those times, so I don't know. Time is annoying. Being nocturnal is easy and fine when you don't have responsibilities. Ah, those are the days. I say as if I wasn't at uni, but like, I miss uni. I could pick when my classes were for the most part, particularly in undergrad. And now I must work. I was built to be nocturnal, but alas, the universe has other plans. I wish I was one of those people that could just like stay up super late on and still function the next day, but I cannot. If I take my medication past like 10 p.m. at the latest, I will not be functional the next day. I simply wish to be an owl. Let's remove. I'm so keen to get rid of all of this. I know this is super boring to watch, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. And because all I can think about is blueprints, it's probably not going to be done off stream. I prefer being awake at night, but then only sleep like 4 hours in the day anyways. Oh my god. Security. Stop. Your brain needs to sleep. But I also get it. That was also my experience for a very long time. And the only reason that I get even close to a decent amount of sleep these days is because I have medication. Big fat, yeah. I could not sleep. I still can't sleep without medication. This is a fun discussion topic. My brain is so fucked. I cannot sleep unless I drug myself. But even like sometimes it doesn't work all night. I woke up at like 1 a.m. this morning and had to take more medication. Truly living the dream. Welcome to the bummer stream where we talk about how our brains are fucked. We've nearly removed a building. But yeah, insomnia is a bitch. Wish it was never invented. Take it back. Sleeping is so inconvenient. That is also true. Why can I hear? I swear. Oh, it's that making the noise. It's like I can hear a pressure plate. This stream schedule is like right when I wake up for work or school. Well, I just finished work, so sucks to suck. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's very confusing. I'm sick of time zones. I've had enough. Oh, that's right. You were I feel like, was it you, Circuit, that was going to get a job? Was getting a job and you mentioned in Graggle's chat? I think it was you. It was like a while ago. Time zones are fascinating and I hate them. Bring back the flat earth. Make the earth flat again. How's the job going, Circuit? Because it's been a minute. How? Forgotten how to talk. It's been a minute now. Yeah, make the earth flat again. You know how it was flat before they figured it out? Just flatten it. Run it over with a cosmic steamroller. I've had enough. round earth an inconvenience to me. Change it. Delicious golden currants. What game will you be streaming, Circuit? I'm just here, just conducting an interview, essentially. Okay, is this... I think this might be all of the village, all of the little ugly houses within the walls done. I'm hoping Frog Wizard jumps on again at some point to do something about his house. I've been working this job for like 2 months part-time, but I start full-time right after I graduate on the 17th. That's exciting. Oh my god, a boy! Where the hell did he come from? Streaming Outer Wilds? I have never played that, but I feel like I need to check it out. Because Graggle won't shut up about it, basically. If you're still streaming at a time that I am awake and functioning, I will have to jump in and see what it's like. Because, well, I know nothing about it. But the name sounds nice. Going in fully blind? Hell yeah. Where did that boy come from? I need to light up some of these places. The idea that the earth became round when we fell down is so funny. Yeah, listen. What, Galileo or someone was like, guys, do you reckon this is a sphere, not flat? And suddenly the earth was like, shit! I've got to change shit up. I've got to impress Mr. Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei. You know, the moon man. The guy who knew stuff about space. I think every so often the world should change shape. For fun. Just to see what happens. Earth got embarrassed and became round. Exactly. The scientists were like, guys, the maths I've done says that this is a sphere. And the Earth was like, well, shit. Sorry. I'll change. I don't want to embarrass them. I don't want to embarrass the men. They'll try and destroy me. And then the men tried to destroy the Earth anyway. It's a parable. Sometimes we reinvent our own creation myth. The Earth really let itself go? I think it became better, actually. Except for the fact that... time zones. Yeah, actually, Earth... Shit, yeah, it would make sense if I was a sphere. See, this is how... I've just invented a brand new creation myth. Well, it's like a sequel to the creation myth, and I think that's really fun. Rat Baby says... fuck your science, I've got a cool story to tell, baby. And then they revoke my science degree. But I don't go down without a fight. I don't know what fight I will bring to the discussion, but I'll be there. Me when I start me. Did you lie about that anglerfish security? If you've lied to me about anglerfish, I will be heartbroken. Look at all this space we have now for activities. So much space for activities. What activities am I gonna do? Frog Wizard, I need you to finish your house because currently, don't love it. Don't love the current frog abode. It's a little odd. I'm sure it'll be lovely. But currently, it's just suspended over a small hill. Oh, we're gonna get so much landscaping work done. We're gonna make this look beautiful. It's unfinished. Give him time. He's had 2 weeks. Where's the dedication to the Minecraft? And I know I can hardly speak. I can hardly talk because I've been very focused on blueprints, but I put so much work in before I took a break for blueprints. So fuck you for suggesting otherwise. Me at me. Got rid of the original fences. I hear spiders. Do I hear spiders? Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't know that. Were you there? Yeah, didn't think so. I was thinking about Romulus and Remus recently. What a weird story. Twin babies, mum disappears. A wolf was like, instead of going yummy, delicious human child snack, was like, you're my children now. And these two babies were like, you know what? Fair. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Romulus and Remus. Rome spawned in. Everything just spawned in. Honestly, I don't think the world existed before I was born. I think we all like spawned in at the same time. Because surely nothing surely before the rat baby there was nothing. That said, security system was there at the founding of Rome, so that puts a bit of a small obstacle in the world didn't exist before rat baby thought. Oh, we've got so much room for activities. Now what? I've made room for activities, but I don't know what activities. We definitely, oh, that's right. We need to put a kitchen building in somewhere around here-ish. Because in medieval castles, and as we all know, castle is a collective noun rather than a singular noun. Castles tended to be, nope, rewind. Kitchens tended to be a fair way away from the keep, which is this big old squarey rectangular building here. Because kitchens are full of fire, and you know what destroys castles? Fire. So they would put the kitchen a fair way away. So I need to build a better kitchen. The boy pit is kind of a kitchen, but it's like an auxiliary kitchen. And we need to put some stables in for all of the horses. We need to put some gardens in. I'm thinking we need a kitchen garden somewhere, and I sure wish I had my reference image. Security system. Which security? I'm interested to know which historical events were you present at, and what influence did you have on them? In this essay, I will. I wish I knew what my reference picture that I printed out was. I need to rejig my whole office. Where could I just started stroking my chin as if I had a long white beard. That's the point of planning that I've fallen into. I want to put a kitchen down. I also want to do a kitchen garden. Just shaved your beard? Disappointing, Circuit. I was hoping that your streaming would just be you stroking your long white beard like a wizard of yesteryear. I assume wizards stroke their beards. Who wouldn't? Honestly, it's a good thing I don't have a beard because I would simply never stop touching it. Lots of ancient events, Greece and Rome and Egypt and such. You're just an observer, but did you influence some famous art? Did you influence any of the art in Pompeii? Because they got a bit freaky. I'm just interested. My beard is red and I hate it. I wish it was brownish blonde like my hair. Have you heard of Just for Men? And Jenna Marbles. You could dye a beard? You can dye a beard any color you want. That's fun. We don't talk about Pompeii. We should, though. So, before I went to the school that I graduated from year 10 to year 12. Before that, I went to a classical school, which is basically posh for, like, we will make you learn ancient Greek and Latin. Long story short, I did Latin in high school. I did a course called Cambridge Latin, which is like a Latin learning course. It has like workbooks and yourself. And there's a character, the characters in this like story, they've written like Pompeii fan fiction essentially. Is stuck. to explain, like, you learn Latin while you learn about this family. It's Caecilius. Hello, good vibes. How you doing? Caecilius and his family, Metella, I've forgotten his son's name, but they're a family in Pompeii, and apparently when you finish the Cambridge Latin course, they all die in the fucking volcano. So I spent a lot of my life thinking about Pompeii. And then I found out they did a lot of gay shit there, and I was like, is that okay? I'm told by the school it's not, and yet here I am. So Pompeii, Titanic, essentially, yeah, they're like, listen, for your entire school life, we're going to feed you stories about this family in Pompeii, their lives, their petty disputes, all of their little bits and pieces, the foolish japes that their son gets up to. And then when you finish the course, in the twilight years of your schooling, we're going to kill them in a fiery volcano. And that's why I'm the way that I am. Oh, haven't told me what markings I want on Fred. I'm so sorry. For some reason, good vibes, I will check your message shortly. For some reason, Discord has just decided to very rarely send me messages. Or not send me messages. Send me notifications. What markings I want in Fred. Oh. That's hard. Oh, I'll have to think. Need to break out my Horse Isle account of old. Want on Fred to make our boys shine. I kind of like the idea. This is how detached I've become from being a horse girl. Is I now can't just name different horse markings off the top of my head. Like for his face or height. Okay. I like stockings, kind of like mid. I've forgotten horse words. What has become of me? All I used to do as a child was think about horses. Okay, I have to have a think and get back to you, good vibes. Paint or lacy coat? Oh, see? Always loved paint horses. But I also like the idea of we all fall from grace at some point, yeah. Unfortunately, I had to fill my brain with, like, how to be an adult. All of the horse knowledge is buried back there somewhere. Good vibes. I will send you some information. I will send you some inspiration. I'll crack open my horse encyclopedias. Because yes, I have several, okay? I certainly was a child. I feel like I'm becoming an adult so fast. It does come on quick. For me, I feel like the biggest culture shock was the year I turned 20, or when I turned 20. I felt really quite grown up when I was 18 because legally I was an adult. I could drink, I could vote, I could do all of that. But 20 hit different. And had a small breakdown at 20 because I was like, what the fuck? I'm like a proper grown up now. I started a full-time job fresh out of university at 19 and I turned 20 in July. Oh my God. That's so good to get a full-time job straight out, but also it's a lot. It's mad. Like, I know the feeling. It's very, like, I don't even know what the right words are. It just happens, like, overnight, essentially. And I remember being at uni. When did I graduate? Well, I did a master's degree. But I was at uni when I was 20. Because I don't know how to stop studying. And realizing, like, oh my God, one day I'm going to have to stop studying and just have a job. And now I do. And I don't feel old. I forget that, like, I'm 28. My mom had 3 kids by the time she was my age. And I'm playing Minecraft online. Hit me with that DM until my brain hits the floor so hard I'm paralyzed. Hell yeah. I'm gonna send you. Oh my god. I don't need to become a full horse girl again. Unless. Maybe I do. Maybe that's what's been missing. Maybe that's why I'm not as happy as I used to be. That's not true. I was very unhappy when I was a horse girl, but thinking and talking about nothing but horses. Oh, by the way, what is our main stone? Should his head crown piece on his bridle and chest plate be? Have it as emerald with gold embellishments. I was going to say emerald. Big fan of emerald. Lapis lazuli is also very nice. But emerald is good. Big fan of emeralds. Wish I had more. I don't have any emeralds. I wish I had some. But for context, good vibes is putting the rat on a horse. Also, good vibes. I will let me I have a Discord now. Mostly because stream notifications are not great. Twitch is not great at its single one job. But also then I can put announcements in for when my friends are online and we're gonna just play some Minecraft together. So if you would like to share horse rat, please feel free to join and I will do a little like, what's up, folks? My friends are here. We're gonna play some Minecraft about it. Also gonna cook some beef about it. Yes, the Discord is still very much a work in progress, so please let me know if you notice anything that is not working. I'm doing my best. I'm too old for this shit. But I think that way we can, like, if I ever, because I have my regular stream time, and then I try and jump on, like, once or twice a week. Other than that, particularly if, like, Frog Wizard and Graggle and everyone are available, and we want to play together. So now I can let people know if they are so inclined. I need so much more stone, folks. Why did I design something that requires just so much stone? Hang on, let me check my messages. Oh, you did send it to me. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. The bridle is beautiful. Oh my god. Good vibes. I'm obsessed. Oh my, I totally didn't even see all the messages that I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't see all the reference images that you sent. For some reason, Discord was like, you can see one image. Okay, I'm turning off Discord because my brain is, I just about got killed because I can't focus on more than one thing at once. We need to do some texturing, I feel. Good vibes. All I ever wanted in life is to be able to draw horses, and I could never achieve that. So how does it feel to live my dream? So many childhood sketchbooks filled with eldritch horrors that were meant to be horses. I was simply doing my best, and it was not enough. Okay. What do I do now? I've created a monster. Maybe we do... Let's go work on this building. Like that horse race game. Which horse race game? I used to play on Horse Isle, but I feel like that was probably like 10 years before most of you youngins were on the internet. Okay, we're removing that. That can go. Horse Isle was great. You could capture horses and start a little ranch. There was a chat room, which is probably not like great, but good times on the early internet, hey? I need to expand my maps. played so many horse games. Oh yeah, my entire life. It's a meme game called Horse Race Test or something. Bridle is based on the Wonder Baroque War Bridle. Baroque? Hell yeah, baby. You had me at Baroque. God, I can't wait to start making this look pretty. That's in the way. Okay, let's get a shovel and we'll shovel out some of this. We'll start working, we'll do a little bit of work on this situation. Of course, Good Vibes knows the horse game. There's no greater horse girl than Good Vibes. I need to buy a shovel from the boy pit. Folks, we're taking a quick detour to the boy pit to buy a shovel. And then I will take an ever so brief break to refill my glass. But first we will buy a shovel from the boy pit. What's up, boys? How we doing? Ignore. Where's all my money? Right, let's buy... Do you sell shovels, sir? No. Who sells shovel? Is it you? I don't have any diamond shovel sellers. That's unfortunate. I went in general chat. Let me, I'm still learning how to use Discord. I'm old. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so excited. I need to work. I have never seen what you're referring to. So good. I've seen horses drawn as anime girls. Oh god. Has humanity gone too far? Oh my god, guys, thank you for joining the Discord. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. What more can you ask for? I will also at some point be posting all of my reference images into the Discord of where I've got the ideas for the shapes and etc. of castle. For those of you who are history nerds, it may just be for me. It may just be a me channel. Have you all seen the anime Faceman horse? Oh my fucking god, yes I have. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like Dan and Phil did everything on it. Dan and Phil played it. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. Right, so I've had my Discord public for one day and already it's horrendously cursed. Okay, I need to take an ever so brief break. I need to refill my drink. I will return shortly. Behave yourselves, folks. And I said, yeah, babe, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. All right, folks, the rat is back and better than ever and afraid of what happened to chat. Hello, Rocky. How you doing? It's good to see you. Shit's got weird. I was just thinking as I took my ever so brief reprieve. Um, Sometimes on the Rat Baby channel, we have deep discussions about religion and philosophy and politics, and then other times someone sends me a picture on Discord of an anime boy who is all horse except for head, which is anime boy. Finishing some crochet? Hell, I need to commit to crochet. I just... I hate the learning curve. I'm so jealous at people who are good at crochet. I could probably be better at it if I practiced. I was talking to Rexnine about this the other night when they were over. How I hate not knowing how to be good at something. I hate the process of learning to be better at things. I don't know what's happened in chat. I'm just gonna... I don't know what happened while I was gone, but... Holy shit, what? The only valid COD character to bang is Cap? They have characters... I have not played COD in possibly 10 years. And I did not see any of them and think, would. Wait, it's been more than 10 years. Because I was 18 10 years ago. Oh, maybe... Yeah, I played... Last time I played, was it COD? It was something. There were zombies in. I don't know what's happening. I respect people's... I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. Listen, I love my men to be twinks or bears. I have no in-betweens. Yeah, every day I realize I'm not... I've fallen in a hole. Every day I realize I've fallen in a hole. That was depressing in a way I wish it wasn't. Yeah, it turns out I'm just like super gay. All my life I was like, I'm into men a bit, aren't I? I'm into men, aren't I? Right? I'm not. The campaigns haven't been good in 10 years. Yeah, I don't know. I have not played... I first played COD... How old am I? Probably when I was like 9, which would have been nearly 20 years ago. Holy shit. We had it on our computers and my dad would sometimes let us play COD LAN with each other. COD on LAN. And we also played Rainbow Shield or something. I don't know. A similar game. And I was really good at it. Not to brag or anything, but I was better than everyone else in my family. Except for when there were grenades involved. We had a blanket rule that when Brits is playing, we're not allowed grenades. Because I just did something to my little nervous system. You were not around when I was 9? Oh my god, what the fuck? I have this experience sometimes when I'm working with like adolescents at work. I was talking, it would have been a couple of years ago, I was talking to a client who was in like year 11, so second last year of secondary school. And I don't normally share much about my life with clients, but occasionally I'll drop a little like sanitized story. And I said like, oh yeah, when I started pre-primary in 2000. And she's like, 2000? You're at school in the year 2000? Are you like 37 or something? And it was weeks before my 27th birthday, so I took that personally. You were born in 2005? Like, I understand time just keeps moving, but I'm like, I remember 2005. Oh my god, I feel old. I don't feel old enough. For context, I was born in 1996. Yeah, I'm not 37. To be clear, and also this client had autism with a PDA profile, pathological demand avoidance profile. And a lot of people with PDA profile can be quite combative as a symptom of like severe anxiety. So this client in particular loved to try and make, like, scare clinicians off, I guess. So this was one of their more tame statements. But it was very much, they were like, so you're like 37 or something. And I was like, fuck you, actually. I'm nearly 27. Get fucked. Oh my god, there's so many things about COD happening. Mind you, the 2016 COD party on PS4 was so very, very not good for this time. I don't know what's happening. Your internet is being mean. I'm sorry. I don't know. Listen, Rexnine's internet has also been being incredibly shitty recently. There's a conspiracy. I just want to have fun online with my friends, and all of my friends' internet is being evil. I don't know what's happening. I'm just digging a hole in Minecraft, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I will probably jump off in a little bit, but we'll see how we go. I'm just digging a hole. I want to play Blueprints. That is the main problem right now. We collectively agreed as cool teens that Cap was the only dude with Smash if we had to. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I had a very different high school experience. That said, I went to a private school. And everyone was... I went to a very religious school. And not everyone was religious, but it was like... I don't stream Blueprints right now. I wish I could, but because I have a Mac, I'm having to play it through Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it's already it's already laggy. I feel if I tried to stream Blueprints, sorry, cat, whilst, yeah, if I tried to play Blueprints on Xbox Cloud Gaming whilst streaming, I would break everything. Bro is canonically 6'10". You have no reason to be like, my childhood best friend is close to 6'10". It's ridiculous. Because I'm like 5'5" on a good day. And my childhood best friend is... He's too tall. No one needs to be that tall. No one needs to be that tall. That's too many feet. That's what I've always said. That friend needs to spare me some height, right? If I was just like a little bit taller, I could have been a model, folks. And that's the only thing holding me back from being a supermodel, is the fact that I'm 5'5". It's the only thing between me and my dreams. What have I done? 4'11"? Hell yeah. I think that's similar to Rexnine. I'm just doxing Rexnine's height. Is that something you can do? I'm taller than my mum. That's all that matters. I want to be tall enough to make mum fear me as goth mummy. All you need is huge heels. Preferably sharp and stiletto-like. Rexnine has mentioned it before. Yes, Rexnine is very short. I'm just glad because my mum was always like, you're not allowed to be taller than me. My mum's pretty short. She's like maybe 5'1". And my mum was like, you're not allowed to be taller than me until you're older than 12. So I respectfully, like the good daughter that I was, waited till I was 12 and then I grew 6 inches in a year. And currently, I have 2 sisters. And I'm the tallest out of all 3 of us so far. My baby sister, Chick, is still shorter than me, but I'm afraid that that will change. And I don't know what I'll do when I can't... Like, I'm taller than my grandmother. I'm taller than, like, my great aunt. I need this. I need... 6 inches in 1 year sounds painful. Yeah, it was. I was in a lot of pain. It was a rough year. I don't know what happened. Something in my dumb little brain was like, oh shit, yeah, we gotta catch up. I'm on the short side of average. Turns out it actually doesn't matter that much as they make you feel like it does. Like in primary school, it was a huge thing. It actually doesn't matter. Actually doesn't matter, it turns out. Except for in the case in which I want to be the tallest out of the women in my family. I'm above average. That pisses off my short girlfriend. Wait, is your short girlfriend 5'4"? Or are you 5'4"? I don't know. Yeah, most adults don't care about height, turns out, except for me, who needs to be the tallest in my immediate family. I need a win. I don't have much else going for me. Let me have this one. I'm the least favorite daughter, and please let me be the tallest. I'm 5'6", she's 5'4". Okay, so you're not that much taller than me, it's fine. I could still win in a fight. That's all I'm ever thinking about. Could I win in hand-to-hand combat? 5'4" is still tall to me. Well, to be fair, people who are shorter tend to live longer. Above average height people, or like people who are, particularly people who are like very, very tall, tend to have more health issues. I'm never gonna die. Rocky's gonna outlive us all. But yeah, people who are very tall tend to have a lot more circulation issues and heart issues than shorter people. So fuck you all, I'm gonna live forever. They won't let me on the runway, but I'm gonna live forever. Thank you so much for hanging out, Circuit. Good luck tonight. I don't know what time zones like. Good luck later with your stream. I'm sure it will be wonderful. I will try and catch your stream if I am awake. We will see what happens. But yeah, short people will live forever. Evolutionarily, it's better to be a little bit on the short side. Okay, do you want a sheepskin pad? Yes. I'm trusting your horse knowledge. Good vibes. I've never owned a horse. I've spent a lot of time. Well, there's a pony on my grandparents' property, but he's a little shit. With all my medical issues, I need all the help I can get. I'm same. I was about to say that. Like, the fact that I'm not super tall is basically all I have going for me on a health front. Like, the rest of my body is bad, but hey, at least I'm not like 6'10", I guess. So take that, modeling agents that I definitely could have had if only I was tall. I'm living in the delusion that I could have been a supermodel. Go and sleep, Rocky. Oh my god, yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off shortly anyway. It's probably a good time to call it. I'm simply placing floorboards and talking about my health issues again. That said, the one thing that pissed me off when I was when I was 18, I just finished school, I was trying to figure out what the hell I wanted to do with my life. And I was like, maybe I could look into being a flight attendant. And I wanted to be an international flight attendant, so I looked into Qantas, which is like the Australian, our big, like, air people. You know, the big air people, the big airline. And I was like 3 centimeters too short. So I was like, great, now I have all my dreams are crushed. I don't really want to be a flight attendant that badly, but it would have been nice. Yes, big fan of the sheepskin. Make that horse comfy, baby. Okay, and then I need to do, there we go. If we drop down like here, and then we drop down, wait. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I think it may nearly be bedtime, folks. I say that, it's nearly 8 p.m, but my brain stops working at a certain point. what do we think, folks? It's been a semi-productive day. We put some wall up. We did put some wall up and now need to go and dig up a bunch more stone. But I'm thinking, folks, I think Rocky has the right idea. I think it may be almost sleep time. Or by sleep time, I mean going to play Blueprints in my bed. The way God intended. I wish I could remember what my keybind for free cam was. Maybe if I just press a bunch of buttons. Blueprints time. I know, this is the biggest problem I'm having at the moment is like, I love streaming. I love hanging out with everyone. I love Minecraft. All I can think about is Blueprints. It's like physically painful. Nope, that's not the shaders reloaded button. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I was gonna try and do the free cam zoom out for a goodbye, but yeah, unfortunately all I can think about at this moment in time in my life currently is Blueprints. It is physically painful to focus on work knowing that I could simply be playing Blueprints. So I think I'm gonna call it. I didn't stream on the weekend last weekend because we had an election and it was busy. I had shit to do. But I will probably be back this week. I'll put a little message in the Discord for y'all. There we go. I'm going to do the little Discord. Ba-ding, ba-ding, in case anyone hasn't seen it. But I think I'm going to leave it for tonight because I'm weirdly very, very tired. But thank you so much for hanging out. I had such a lovely time. I love hanging out with y'all. I'm going to think of more interesting stuff to do on Minecraft shortly. We're currently stuck in a little bit of a building slump, but thank you very much. Peace and love. Rat baby. Goodbye, folks.